I got a banjo in my pocket, strings all bent and loose. Plugged it through a wah-wah, now it sounds like chicken soup. Lost my job at the circus, train left without my shoes. Sipping coffee from a tire, singing to the raccoons pre. Everything's backwards, the sky is full of socks. I'm dancing with the shadows while the microwave talks. Wah wah banjo, crying in the key of maybe. Loser in the fast lane, driving like a baby. Turn it up, turn it down, make the doggies howl. Wah wah banjo, gonna save me now. Microwave burrito revolution, cats are unionized. My neighbor's got a rocket made of pizza and French fries. I told the moon my secrets, it just laughed and rolled its eyes. Now I'm floating in the bathtub, wearing a disguise. Telephone's ringing with the song from 1973. It's my ex-girlfriend's goldfish saying, come back to me. Wow, wow, banjo, crying in the key of maybe. Loser in the fast lane, driving like a baby. Turn it up, turn it down, make the doggies howl. Wow, wow, banjo, gonna save me now. Yeah, just let that banjo talk. Funky little spider dancing on the strings. Everything's melting like butter on the sun. Sold my soul for a taco, got change in aluminum foil. Living in a cardboard castle, defending it with oil. The government is squirrels, stealing all my mail. I'm writing this on a napkin from a parallel trail. Wow, wow, banjo, crying in the key of maybe. Loser in the fast lane, but I'm feeling gravy. Turn it up, turn it down, let the whole world howl. Wow, wow, banjo, yeah, it's saving me now. Wow, wow, wow. Save me now. Chicken soup, raccoons. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats, kids, welcome back to Carrier Command, and thank you. I know this is what you expect, right? This is what you want out of a Star Trek online live stream. I got to get this changed, man. You know what? There's so many graphics that are out there available. It's clear I should be wearing a wearing a uniform and sitting on the bridge, but we'll get it adjusted. All right, right now this is for my old show, so sorry about that. All right, so I've been really hoarse. I'm gonna sit back here and get comfortable. I'm not sure which direction this stream's gonna go, so I thank you for indulging me. Friendship. I've been on the Friendship carrier, and I happen to really love this one, even though I can't get the visual out of my head on this one. From The Incredibles. If you guys remember, and don't say you haven't seen it. Everyone out here has seen The Incredibles. Syndrome, when Mr. Incredible jumped into the water and he pulled that little thing off his wrist, off his little wrist bracer thing and dropped it in and went down there and blew everything up. It looked just like that. It looked just like the Friendship carrier. And yeah, there's just, I don't know what it is, man. There's something about this thing that really kind of does it for me. And what I've been working on now, and I'm going to continue to try to do, is turn this thing into more of a hybrid. As far as pet damage goes, man, we're good. All right, we're good. I'll run my baseline. There's a reason that I'm doing this, and I'm going to run my baseline. I'm going to run wanted elite, and that establishes my control group because I bought another ship today, and I'm going to go out and level that thing real quick just to get the trait, just to get Hellbore. I want to see if it's going to make a difference, because where I've been getting very, very frustrated here is actually right over here, and it's not the pet damage. I mean, these pets are killing it. They're 80% of my damage. But for some reason, I can't make up any more over here on my weapons. And I even have this thing set up more or less as a beam overload kind of build. I got 8 weapons. Why not, lean into them a little bit and go for the overload? So I've been doing that. And with my BOF setups, or with my, with my guys over here, my cooldown is basically 15 seconds on everything. So I'm good on that. All right. I trigger them up. I could maybe grab one more chance to reduce the time to recharge these attack. Let me see if that's the right one. Yeah. So I can get it done there. I can keep my cooldowns fine. I can keep the beam overload going. I can keep the fire at will going. I can keep the right there, the scatter volley going. And that's really, really important for my fighters. So the traits don't overlap with each other, because if I hit that, you can see, oh, it missed its cooldown. Great. I have 2 guys, 50% chance, and I missed them both. But hitting that one, and I could still hit beam overload, and I missed that one too. But yeah, that's okay. Welcome to the game. But with those 2 going, they don't overlap. So I can turn this into a beam overload build, but it doesn't seem to matter what I do. I can't get that beam weapon damage up. I just can't. I have 7 of these consoles on here. This is pet damage. I'm a big, I'm a carrier. All right. I'm a carrier pilot. That's it. So pet damage is king for me. But even with these, and all of these are effectively the same. They're all beam weapon damage. All of them. All the way across the board. So even doubling that up, having 7 of them at 35%, let's call it 35%, should be, about 250% bonus damage on my phasers. But it does not reflect even close over here on these damage logs. Right over here. This is where I'm seeing it. It does not do anything. So I'm trying to sort out a way to make these damn things hit harder without chomping down anything else. And that's really all it comes down to. I don't want to take away from the pets. The pets eat the bulk of my traits. Right over here, there's 4 of them that I basically have to have. And that's Superior Area Denial, Strike Group Command Authority, Scramble Fighters, and Repurpose Cargo Bay. As long as I got those 4 going, I'm fine. All right, these pets are going to put out big damage, and it's wonderful. Everything else is me just trying to sort out a way to make these things work. Now, I have to have this one in here as well, harmonic distribution, to cool down my Yukons. I only got a couple of them on this ship, but the big one right there is that one right there, the Fleet Power Network. It bumps my pet haste, firing haste, up 125%. They just go absolutely crazy. Pets go nuts, but I also get the bonuses. So if I'm getting the bonus, I'm doubling up all of my rate, meaning I'm firing up 125% faster, then beam overload makes complete sense. But again, the frustrating part for me, and if anybody knows this, hey, what's going on, Foxhound? If anybody else knows this secret here, please let me know. Because there's no reason I shouldn't be able to get 30, 40, 50K out of at least my my own weapons. I'm basically nothing on here. I have no purpose. On this one, 203K. That's 157,000 of that was simply pets. 157,000. So that means there's another, call it 50K, that I'm making up through everything else. And I'm just having a hard time believing that that is the very best that I can do. So Foxhound, if you got the secret, brother, you let me know and we'll get them flipped around. But I'm going to run my base mission and then I'll build the other ship and then we'll take that damn thing out so I can get it cranked up real quick and try Hellbore, because I'm wondering if that Hellbore trait isn't going to kind of sort me out up there a little bit. And Foxhound, here's to you, sir. Tonight we are on New Riff Single Barrel. I bought this one as a lark. Highly recommend it. If you're a bourbon whiskey kind of guy, highly, highly recommend it. Even though it's not bourbon or whiskey in here, you know, because I'm a family friendly show. This is apple juice, dude. That it's a very, very dark aged, kind of biting apple juice. So hey, here's to you guys, and a round of applause for joining me tonight. Yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so let me run the baseline real quick. And again, love this carrier. It can do a lot. I could get a lot done with this if I could sort out how. So that's what we're trying to do here. But let's run the baseline. You can all see it. We'll do it live. I like to work without a net. We'll do it live, and we'll see what's going on here. There's got to be a way, man. There's got to be a way to get these things cranked up. And whatever it is, man, whatever that magic formula is, I just can't seem to find it. But this won't take long. So I've ran the mission a time or two. So yeah, settle down out there. It won't take long. We'll let the pets go ahead and do their business. And you know what's fun about having all these pets, particularly ones that have cannons, is look at the damage scroll and then watch it go now. Yep. And then we get to punch him with the beam overload, and we grab that one because it cranks up my weapon power, and then we just kind of let him decimate everything else out here. But I don't know what it is, man. I don't know if it's the elite content or something like that, their shields are just too tough for me. I mean, I don't know. I say it as, you know, we kind of wail away here, but that's not the point. I want to be able to perform better, even if it's only on this mission or this mission only. I don't care if I purpose built it. All right, combat log is going. Pets are doing their thing. I will do my thing. We'll pump them up and get all of the Yukons going here. Make stuff vanish. It is fun making it vanish. They do hit hard, man. It ain't me. It has nothing to do with me, man. It's all the pets. All about the pets. You know, he says that all the time, but he always goes quietly. So all of this, and I'm putting more money into this damn game. I put a lot of money into this game. I don't mind. You know, I'm doing all right. I'm employed. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, I like to see if I could just figure it out. That's kind of where it comes down to. Can I figure it out? And odds are good it's no. And the funny thing, this is the radio DJ in me, guys. By the way, I'm an old school radio DJ kind of guy. The old school won't allow me to have dead air. So that means if I'm not talking, that's considered dead air. And I used to get in trouble for that. I'm serious, man. A radio manager will just lose his shit on you for that. Why, I cannot believe that you were talking. Oh my God. Well. My shields are always failing. But for some reason, where's the rest of them? All right, this is going to be a bad parse, guys. Give me a break on this one. I can't make him spawn. That's it's just unfortunate, man. Sorry about that. And then we try to cool down everything I can. Can I even see that guy? Wow, man, don't hit that button. Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. Yeah, so did your mom. I'm just saving him for the little boss. He's not really a boss. He's the toughest guy in this build. I'm taking you. See how far away he is? It's not too bad. Get him, boys. Get to work. All right. Let us pump it up, and we just dump everything in here right now. Did I even summon my other attack craft? Because if I didn't, I'm going to have horrible, horrible DPS here. Look at that damage. Look at it scroll. Oh my God, it's hilarious. All right, combat log 0. All right, so the log is off. We're done. We're good. I've been collecting Terra marks. I don't know why. I need Terra marks. I would say chat it up, folks, but it's clear it's just me and you, Foxhound. I appreciate it, brother. And I'm testing a new feature on Restream because we're actually sending this to several locations right now. We're sending this to both YouTube and we're sending it to Twitch. And I might start sending or make a new channel. I don't know why I need this. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what we did. It is not tremendous. I would say 160-ish. So let's open that up. Let's analyze 183. Actually, better than I thought. 183. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. All right. This is the number that's concerning me right now is just that. Not the kinetic cutting beam. We all know that's a great weapon. The ultimate plasma ray is good. Everything else on here is just fine. But I'm trying to sort out why this right here, corrosive plasma beam array, how it hits on when it's on overload, 4,700 DPS, which seems low to me. On a beam overload, that seems very, very low. Or maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. So beam overload is 4K. Beam overload is 4K, 4 times what your base damage is, and the base damage of these are right around 1,000 apiece. So maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Maybe that is appropriate, but it just doesn't seem like it hits hard enough. For the amount of money I got in this and the traits and all that other stuff, it just doesn't seem like it hits hard enough. So I don't know if it's getting sucked up on shields or what it's doing. Let me take a look and scroll over here a little bit. 34K max one hit. That's pretty nice. Crit chance 40%. You know, I mean those are good numbers. 50 attack, shield damage 86. So, yeah, I mean, it really seems to come down to shields. If those shields are really, really cranked up, then these weapons just wildly underperform. So I'm sure it has something to do with elite content. I'm sure, because their shields are gross. But that's why it makes complete sense to get Hellbore in here to try to strip these shields down. And that is like my whole goal here tonight, is to see if I can find a way to strip those shields down. Now, we could go with traits. I mean, we could swap out something. I'm not going to swap out Gravity Well. I'm just trying to see, where do I have Tachyon Beam? Yeah, even that, 1,049. All shields, 10 pulses. So one of them will take down 10,000 shields. That does nothing in elite content. I mean, that's not even tickling it in elite content. But what got me going, and I happened to have some extra Zen. I was floating around just looking at ships randomly. You guys know I'm a carrier pilot, so there's only so many carriers. You know, I mean, you're pretty well capped out. So I'm looking for other ships in here that I could kind of make work so that I can get their traits and consoles. And the one that I ran across was this one. And you keep in mind, man, I don't go over to STO Reddit or builds or anything like that to check out what everybody else is doing. I enjoy figuring it out. That's part of the game for me, is figuring it out. So the one that I picked up was this one right here, which is the Warden Temporal Multi-Mission Cruiser. One, I don't like fed ships. I'm not a fan. I like Romulan. I mean, there's a reason that I play Romulan. I like big and bold and over the top. So there's a reason that I play the ships that I play. So let me get rid of these guys. 1 second, please. Because obviously I'm going to equip this ship. But the reason that I even bought it and the reason that I'm equipping it is for one single thing. And that one single thing is... Right. Does anybody else find this fascinating, or am I the only one? All right. 10 though. Hey, welcome. Appreciate it, bro. I've seen you on here again, man. I appreciate you coming back. I usually go with Tac Beam and Crenum Chronophage for eating shields, as well as anything that boosts torps. Eating shields, as I always firing torps first. Yeah, man, and I get that. Maybe that's the way I got to go. Maybe that's something that I got to do. But I bought it for this. Hellbore Light. Now, I don't go to the Reddits. I don't go to the builds. Part of the joy for me in this game is just figuring shit out for myself. That's what I really like about it. And I go to ships, and there's a lot of them, right? If you go over here to the ship store and you hit ships and you hit all, there's a few on here that are all doing stuff that you may or may not need. And I happened to stop on this one, which is the Warden Temporal Multi-Mission Cruiser, for this right here, for that right there. Now, this one looks really, really cool. While under the effects of beam overload, which, I'm a beam overload build, so it makes total sense, or cannon rapid fire, your energy weapons apply Hellbore Light to foes for 10 seconds. When taking directed weapon damage from any source, drains 2.5% of max shields per hit. Now you couple that with this. Where am I at? You couple it with that right there, which amplifies my attack by 125%. So I'm not firing every 1 second. Even with beam overload, I'm not firing every 2 seconds. I'm firing less than 1 second. But couple all of that together, and it suggests to me that this thing here will be a shield stripping monster. Just a monster. And if shields are depleted while under this effect, which is pretty cool, trigger a big big plasma explosion. We all like big AoE damage. So something like that seems like it would make sense. It would make a lot of sense for me to try to get that on my ship. I don't know about the console. It looks cool, huh? For 20 seconds, centered on self, emit a slowly expanding sphere that expands out 5 over the... You know what? I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that console. I even know which one I'm going to swap out for it. So I'm going to be a little hurting on traits. Sorry. I don't know what I changed, guys. Let me go up and save, and then I'll come down and equip the ship, and we'll take this one out. And I'm not expecting much damage. I'm only got half my pets, and I'm a carrier pilot. So it's going to get a little goofy on this one. So thank you for indulging me. Isn't that what this is about, is just figuring shit out and having fun? And again, cheers to everybody. Oh, 5 people, man. Hey, can't thank you guys enough. Appreciate it. If I haven't said your name and you'd like me to, please just type anything in chat, man. We're old school podcasters. Me and my producer, Bella. Man, we've been doing this 15 years. So if it sounds like I got a radio voice, because I was a radio guy, it seems like it's a well laid out show. It's because we've been doing it a very, very long time. Not traditional gamers. I have no illusion ever that I'm going to be able to compete with the really, really good players, man. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of player. Yeah, there you go. ESG was great in Starfleet Command 1 and 2, not so much in STO. Yeah, isn't that kind of weird how that works? All right, we're going to leave in what is effectively most of my default stuff here. I'm leaving in all of these goofy engineering consoles, all the skills, the weapons, everything. I'm leaving everything in there. The only thing I'm swapping is that for Domino. Now, I don't know the layout. You guys are going to have to... this sucks. I'm sorry, everybody who's ever gone through this. You know this sucks, and thank you for having the patience to let me get through this. Man, that is double yummy. All right. Let me set... I've never seen the ship, never flown the ship. I have no idea. What do we got here? Engineer and temporal. You know what? This is pretty well laid out. This ain't bad at all. I can make this work. All right, let's go with cannons and fire at will. I don't care about my own weapons on this one. Let's go heavy, heavy temporal. So that ain't my temporal guy. Who's my temporal guy? Ew, I don't know who my temporal guy is. Maybe it was Jupno. Yeah, it's Jupno. All right. So let's see, what can we do here? Chronometric. All of this is to cool down the Yukons, by the way. Aside from that, I don't care about anything else. I care about cooling down the Yukons as much as I can. I already got that. I think I could put Heisenberg amplifier. That does it. And sure. Power to weapons too. And what can I do with this one? We can go, you know what? No. Let's take that out and put in emit unstable warp bubble. And we'll put emergency power here. Sure, we'll have a hull healing. Look at me. And let's see. We'll go gravity well. Jam targeting sensors. No, I don't want that there. I want to go with a different Oh, man, I'd love to put destabilizing resonant beam in there. I think I might got to move these two. I'll tell you what. Let me put this guy here. And I think that should be a better layout for this one. All right, gravity well. I'm looking for scramble sensors. No, damn it. I can't do that either. I need my photonic officer and a jam targeting sensors. And this one here, I'll tell you what, we'll put a tractor beam because you can't go wrong. And yeah, that's it. That's all well laid out. So give me just a second to set this up. If you need to get a drink or go about your business or go have a potty, now is a tremendous time. Anybody else do this, that you're literally stuck? You always have to have, regardless of what you're playing, you got to have the same buttons in the same places. Or am I the only guy that does it? I have a pretty good idea. Oh, look at that one. Weapon power cost. That's much better. I got defensive config. Wow, it's a pretty slick ship. I didn't know it did all of these things. Let me move that guy there. All right, we'll be deploying an attack craft. That gives me the boost to all of my... that one simply gives me a boost to my pet damage. And I'm a big fan of pet damage, clearly. Evasive maneuvers. All right, that's new. I don't know that one. That's the first time I'm seeing that. So maybe that... Let's see what that does. That might be fun. All right, got to have Focus Frenzy in there. I don't think nope. Let's move that right there. All right, Gravity Well, and now we stack up everything that debuffs everything. Kobayashi Maru. It was free. All right, don't judge me. All right, Photonic Officer, got to have it. Anything is better than this, but I got what I got. I don't really care about that. All right, we want that. We want big old debuff. Timeline collapse. And tractor beam. That should be enough to keep all those up. That should be enough. Lots of other stuff I could put in here. I'm not going to. It's fine. It's ducky. Let me make sure that my guys are set up. Overload, recharge, special attacks, flight crew, or flight deck. Let's see how fast they... Oh, my God. Look how slow. Oh, man, that is painful. All right, we have SAD, we have Strike Group Command, we have Scramble Fighters, we have Repurposed Cargo Bay. So I'm still going to have, what is that, 612. Look how slow that is. Oh, my God. I should have about a 5-second pet recharge. Hangar launch recharge. Oh, man. We're going to have... Oh, you know what? Here it is. I'm sorry. Scott's getting nuts here. All right, watch a refresh. Should drop down to 5 seconds. Still ain't going to happen. Huh? All right. Let me crank up the weapon power. Because it is a cruiser. I got a whole bunch of weapons. And we'll leave everything else kind of where it is. And what's my freebie? I want emergency weapon cycle. Let me put that one in there. That's a pretty good trait. I remember where I got that off. I think I got it off from one of the Romulan ships. The Scimitar. I think it came off the Scimitar. That's me. I miss Hellbore Light pre-nerf. You know, I didn't read about it, but I actually heard about that. As soon as I said Hellbore in chat, all of a sudden everybody stopped down. I loved it pre-nerfing. Yeah. That's me, and I hate that one UI setup can't be applied to all ships and accounts. Thank you, sir. Thank you. For somebody who changes ships a lot, I change ships a lot. That's a pain in the ass. And I want to thank you and give you a round of applause for acknowledging it. You know what? I'll give you a special one. Let me see. Here you go.
How's your head?
I haven't had any complaints yet.
Now that particular sound effect, I'm just wasting time until my patrol recharges, bro. That one is from a terrible, terrible movie called Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. Not the cheesy UHF show she used to do, even though it was wonderful. Man, I'm 54. All right, I grew up with Elvira. And that broad on that couch with those cheesy horror movies, man, I was in heaven. Just in heaven every day. I was 16, 17 years old. It's a good way to spend a Saturday night is what I'm getting at. All right, so everything else up here should be cool. If you've never seen it before, I'll show it to you. These are my personal space traits, and it's pretty well default. Wing Commander, gotta have it. If you don't have Wing Commander, it's about 40 million. You need to buy Wing Commander. You need these pets charged, man. If you're going to be doing a pet damage kind of build like I am, you're going to need to get them boosted up. Unconventional systems. Absolutely critical if you're a Yukon kind of guy. Where is my fleet power network, by the way? Did I run right by that, dude? ABC, or do I not have that? There's no way I'd run this any build without that. That is absolute. Oh, no. What am I going to drop? I got to drop something for that. I'll be damned. Do you want to give up 157 shield penetration? Wow. Oh, man. The whole idea here is for FC. Yeah. Yeah. I know, man. I'm trying to figure out which one I can drop. No, okay, yeah. I see it, but where is it? Fleet. It should be up here. I know I have that thing in here. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Thank you. Once again, appreciate it, brother. All right, I got that in. I thought I was going to have to change something around. I was like, no, I ain't changing anything. Yo, fuck you. Down, liberty or death kind of thing. All right, I got 9 minutes. I'll tell you what, man. Let's blow one out here and just see what happens. What's another one that I really kind of enjoy running? I don't think I can get through it with one set of fighters, though. I don't think I can get through it with one set of fighters on Elite. I don't think I can do it, man. I think I'll get smoked on this. I'm only going to be doing about half the DPS. I'm only going to maybe get 80 or 90K. Maybe 80 or 90K out of my pets, and I'm going to get nothing out of the ship. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's find out. We get blown up. I'm just waiting for Wanted to recharge, man, so let's go ahead and do it. Yeah, Oof is right, man. I'm a 2-hanger kind of carrier pilot, man, not a 1-hanger carrier pilot. 1-hangers are for the suck. But I want this trait, man, because we got our baseline. I'm not going to parse this. It doesn't matter. My damage is going to suck. But we got our baseline. You watched it. We established our baseline. Our baseline. Don't you hate it when this happens? Like I've never ran this before. Our baseline was been established with the friendship carrier right there at 183K. I've done better. I've done worse. But we've established our baseline. Now I need Hellbore so I can see if that baseline changes or if I just threw $30 away. And I'd be more upset, but $30, come on, guys, it's not that big a deal. It's not that big a deal. Anybody can get anything in this game. If you got enough time to horse around, sell dilithium and all that stuff, man, you got all the time in the world, and you can get anything. So there you go. Yeah, I know, but I'm going to have trouble here, man, because I am...
We're here for the goods on that ship. You are here, Hazari.
Yeah, appreciate it, dude. All right, go get them, little pets. I still have the Valkyrie fighters are going too. So even though I'm not really a fighter, and I think I'm going to have to dump everything to do any kind of meaningful damage out here, man. This is going to be rough, guys. So I appreciate you indulging me on this one. Brand new ship, never touched it. Let's blow the cooldowns. Well, that still hits. That's nice to know, huh? All right, here's where we got smoked, and I haven't hit that button yet. I haven't hit the expanding sphere, so I don't know what's going to happen, but I got a hunch what it's going to end up with is me blowing up. Because if it does any kind of damage, I'm going to pull all of it from this. And let's see, those escorts are kind of the big dogs. Get out there, boys. Come on. Make Daddy proud.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
All right, here's where we die. It said it's 5K, so I have to get right up in here. I'm throwing out everything. I don't know what's going to happen here, man, but I got a hunch it's me blowing up.
Rear shields failing.
Get him. Oh, that is a cool graphic. Say what you want about that. That's pretty badass. There's no way I live through this. Get him, boys. So yeah, there's something special about carrier pilots, right? We're only half awake. We don't really have to pay attention. We have fighters for that. On a very, very slow recharge, so Scramble Fighters is doing nothing for me right now.
Ship is under attack.
Oh, get them, boys.
4 shields failing.
Look at how quick that...
Below 75.
Oh, my God. They already nuked me. That was it. I have Temporal as my... I got Temporal, so that's the only thing that saved me there. I should have blown up.
Below 25%.
Wow. Oh, man, I got their attention. There, there it is. Oh, my God, I disintegrated. Okay, we can get through this. We can get through this. I got 9 minutes. I'm waiting. So the smarter thing to do here would be definitely change my power layout. Let's crank shields and see if we can do anything with that. Get the pets out. What are we going to do? I guess aux build, yeah? Start shooting things, guys. Come on. Don't be shy. Kill whatever we can kill. As soon as I touch them. If you're not shooting them yet, as soon as I throw this out there, I'm going to blow up again. Get it done. There's a battleship in there, and I'm sitting there. Oh, damn it. That was habit. No, run. Run. They're all going to eat me. They're going to eat me. Look, I'm like Pumbaa. Probably. Yes, I'm aware of it. Thank you. I love that pleasant computer voice saying, you fucked up. Yeah, I know. That's just habit, man. You can't... Ugh. That is... Look at how cool that graphic is. If nothing else, that is badass. I can't wait to get that on a real ship. That is fun, man. At least now I know if I see shit like that, I know who did it. Or what it is. Surely I'm not the only one who goes through this. When you run in just random elites and you see all these graphics up there, yeah. I see your question, 10. I will get to it, brother. Let me try to live through this. All right, go get them, pets. Go get them, little buddies. Ooh, watch us.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Hit everything. Get aggro on everything. I don't want it. I'm not good at it. This is not what I do. Because as soon as they hit me, I'm done. Run!
Target's shields have failed.
Just running like hell. I think this is why people don't fly carriers, or they think that we have issues. And I agree with them. We do have issues. We have deep, deep issues.
Rear shields failing.
We can't... Oh, that's it for me again, isn't it?
Below 50%.
Run! Keep me alive! Hell with the pets. Don't tell my pilots. Don't tell my pilots I said that, because if they know, they're going to come back. You know what I saw last night? I don't know if you guys have seen that movie or not, man, but last night I saw Project Hail Mary. You know what's weird? I never walk away from a movie feeling that good as I did walking away from that one. It was just an absolutely awesome movie. Can I... Okay, I would have died again, huh? Yeah. Let the pets go to work, guys. Finish it up. This big prick. Get some. Get some. You know what? I'm actually kind of surprised I finished the mission. I only died once. I ain't going to complain about that. I know that there are tons of super aces out here that can do this stuff on the back of a T3 ship. I'm not that kind of player. I'm an older guy that has some money that doesn't mind throwing it into the game. That's the type of player I am. So if you were wondering up until now, you got your answer. So there you go. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll take this criminal back to Benthos for questioning. Once we have...
Terran Mark, sure. Bye-bye. All right. From 10, no. Yeah, anything single hanger, I usually just pop Type 7s in there and use them to help the ship's damage. It's like 13 was considered a submersible carrier because she carried a single seaplane. There's that, man. You know, I-13, yeah. That sounds like a Navy guy, man. Say, I'm a Navy vet. I was in the Navy for 26 years. United States Navy for 20. I'm from the U.S. I don't know if you could tell. But yeah, I was a Navy vet for 26 years. Let me see. Did we get enough? Are you kidding me? That is all we got from running Elite? That much? Wow. That means everybody else out there, there's no way that those little bonus ships that come along with this shit did that kind of damage. I got nothing. That is ridiculous. Oh, my goodness. We need a different game. All right. Well, this should cap it out. So we're going to run this one. I'm very familiar with the mission. Hopefully you are too. Again, we need an Aussie be the new post-Major Barrett computer voice. I'd be cool with that, dude. I'd be cool with that. I know, mate. Welcome to Spice. Yeah, I would be I would be all over that, man. Yeah, I happen to agree. That would be awesome. Oi, mate, your shields are down, mate. I can't do accents. I'm sure you know that right this very moment. All right, guys, go to work. Come on. Busy man here.
Left shield failing.
Oh, look at them. They do nothing.
Target's shields have failed.
Oh, man, they hit like ass. Look at this. No, I understand it's elite content. That's fine. But this is not my first rodeo with this ship or with this map. I know where the spawns literally are. And once again, not going to combat log, not going to parse this one, guys. I'm sure that you understand why. I wish I had that on the friendship right there. 25% weapon power cost reduction. That would be just awesome.
Our fight got them to notice us. Let's go over and ask if their boss might come out of hiding.
And my weapons are merely decorative right now, as you can see from my very own weapon power cost. All right, I'm flying right in with this kind of cool thing. With this kind of cool console, because I'm sorry, this is pretty cool console. Look at this. Look at the graphics, man. The graphics are just awesome on that. Just cooling down the Yukons. Have no fear. I wish I read more on the console and actually figured out what it does.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers.
I'm doing my very best here. Thank you for yelling at me.
We will not go quietly.
You know, in the Federation, we never yell at people. We simply scroll big old pet numbers because that's what we like to do. Cool down, cool down, cool down the Yukons.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benton Guard.
Who's he yelling at?
Sensors are
Every
picking up
time this
small
comes up, I feel like he's yelling at me.
possibly
Like, dude, I don't work for you.
temporary hideout.
Nobody even likes you. I don't even know you, but I can assure you that nobody likes you. You sound like the kind of guy who has walked his wife from a party roughly by the elbow. Everybody knows what just happened there, but nobody will say anything because it's like, well, it's your wife, and of course, that's okay. But you sound like that kind of guy.
Target's shields have failed.
Or, I got a million of these. You're the kind of guy that you practice taxidermy as a hobby. No offense to people who practice taxidermy, but he seems like the kind of guy that takes it real personal when he's doing real personal when he's doing it. And he definitely owns three pairs of sensible brown loafers. Watch, you think I'm wrong? Wait, he talks again here.
Target's shields have failed.
If you got more of those funny things, go ahead and toss them in the chat. I love that kind of stuff. I am. Listen to him.
We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
You hear that? You know what he's saying? He's saying to his wife, "Come on, honey, you've had enough. It's time to go." That's what he's saying.
You with me?
That's what's going on here, guys. All right. Dump everything. Oh, I got to get in for this to work.
Target's shields have failed. 4 shields failing.
My shields suck. All right. Mine are the illusion of shields. Doesn't that look like I should be whaling these things a lot faster?
Got them. Excellent work. We'll send over a pacification.
All right. Appreciate the indulgence there. It's a brand new thing. Let's see. Also, this new ship, you have 5 to 6 mastery traits you don't have. Tim Curry is a computer. Tim Curry would be awesome as it, wouldn't he? He'd be awesome. From Nosharu. Hey, appreciate you joining me again, brother. Let's see. Like to see an event ship that is a carrier with 4-4 port starboard that can equip dual cannons. Something unique. I thought it would be a fun ship. I can't agree anymore with that, man. That is absolutely awesome. The DSG active reminded me of the North Carolina's DFFA during World War II. Great at taking out enemy fighters. Yeah, right. Yeah, man, everything up there splattered. All those guns made big pia. You know what? It's funny, man. It's a kind of a sidebar. They're different ships. You know, the North Carolina was. I'm a Navy guy, and I'm a big Navy historian, so I'm familiar with a lot of this, man. But the North Carolina had a great nickname. It was called the Big Stick of the Pacific. And, yeah, it was over there during the Korean conflict. And there were some great stories that came out of that. I mean, just fantastic stories that came out of that about the North Carolina and what happened. And, yeah. So, okay, hey, there we go, guys. All right, we got Hellbore Light. All right, let's... beam to command center. This ship will never ever be flown again. I don't know. Maybe I could figure out something to do with it. But there you go. I paid $30 for a single trait, and just to see what will happen with it. That was the whole purpose of this and buying that ship and all that stuff, is just to see what would happen. If I had to parse that, I've ran that mission that many times, I would have gotten 120K. That's what it would have been. All right, so let's go. I didn't save anything, did I? Damn it. Sorry. But during Desert Storm, I was a very young Scott at the time. I was 18 years old. 18 years old, straight out of sea. I went in the Navy when I was 17. So I was 18 and a half. It was a very, very long A school and C school that I went through. But I got stationed over in... Naval Security Group Detachment, Yokosuka, Japan. And Desert Storm started up. I don't know. If you're old enough to remember Desert Storm, it was kind of our thing back in the very early 90s. But I got shipped out of there, and I was called direct support. So I got to ride on whatever happened to need cryptologic technician. And the very first ship that I went on over there was Big Mo, and that's USS Missouri. And let me tell you something, ladies, gentlemen, folks. I just assume everything on here is guys. This is not a very female-dominated game. But one of the there's nothing quite like standing on the deck of a battleship, an old-school battleship on Big Mo, and watching those 16-inch cannons fire. I mean, there is nothing. EMN 1 here before nukes finally got their own rating system. You know what? Hey, there you go, brother. CTM. I retired as a senior chief, but I ended up going reserves after my active duty time. And, so I ended up retiring as a senior chief, but the CTM went away in the reserve rating, so I ended up becoming an ET. But my tattoo still says CTM. I'm that kind of dork. So, yeah, I appreciate it. So you understand, man. Look, there's nothing like it, dude. That is the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life, was sit there. Okay, that trait was called Hellbore, right? Hellbore Light. All right, here's the details. Let's take a look, and let's all read through this. If you guys know this and I don't, please, I apologize for going through this. While the starship trait is slotted and you were under the effects of beams overload 1, 2, or 3, or cannons, rapid fire 1, 2, or 3. When firing directed energy weapons, a Hellbore light projectile is launched, which applies Hellbore to an enemy that it hits. Dealing directed energy weapon damage to enemies affected by Hellbore drains all of their shield facings at an increased rate. Now, that's what I'm trying to do, is get their goddamn shields down. If the target shields fail while affected by Hellbore, deal plasma damage to all foes near the enemy and remove the Hellbore debuff. All right. So when directed energy weapon damage from any source, drain 2.5% of max shields per hit. All right. Now, this is interesting. This is really, really interesting, brother. And if you know, I love the old battleships from World War II. I got to ride one of them, man. That was the coolest thing, is I got to ride one of them, and there's nothing quite like that. Or watching VW bugs being lobbed at the beach. You know, I was there, dude. It looks like you're firing. It looks like you're firing a Cadillac. Literally, you watch it go, and you're just like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing here, man. Your mind literally overamps. You're like, I cannot believe what I'm seeing here. Because you watch them go. I was on the lead cruiser escorting the whiskey. No, you weren't. We talking big whiskey, right? You were talking about the Wisconsin. Is that what you're talking about? Or has whiskey been assigned to something else? You're talking about big whiskey, right? I want to know this answer here, brother. All right. So my question here, and obviously I have to take a little bit of a break. I'm getting nasally, and people are coming and going. That tells me that I'm getting very, very nasally. I want to know what year, dude? All right. Type in the year. I need to know who I need to know who I'm talking to here so I can speak appropriately. What year was that? Because I think I know when the Wisconsin went away. But, dude, that would have put you... Oh, brother, you got to be 65. You got to be around that age, man. If you had anything to do with whiskey, man, you had to be at least there. I mean, you had to be at least that old. Oh, wow. This is interesting. All right. 1990. All right. 1990. So, you know what? What's funny is we were actually in at the same time, brother. What cruiser were you on? And where were you? East Coast, West Coast? Where were you at? Because I was out of Yokosuka. I was out of Yokosuka. We call it Yokosuka. It's Yokosuka. I was out of Yokosuka. I was 7th Fleet direct support. So I don't know where the whiskey was, man. But yeah, all right, you're up there, dude. You're about my age, man. That's pretty cool. All right. So here's the question on Hellbore. Here's the question. Drain 2.5% of max shields, max 10,000 drain per hit. Now, does that apply to one click of, does that apply to one kick of BOM overloads or the Hoppy out of Norfolk? Oh, okay, you're an East Coast guy. I never got over there, man. I was always West Coast. I was always forward deployed, and I was always West Coast. I went from Yokosuka to Pearl, and from Pearl over to Sandog for a little bit. But, all right, so the question here on this particular one, does it apply to each hit? Because if it applies to each weapon, and I'm firing, how many do I have beam weapons? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm firing 7 beam weapons. Does that mean with that trait, which I obviously have to put in here, I don't care about pilfered power. I do care about Hellboard just because that's a really cool name. Does that mean that per click, then that I should be stripping away per click 70,000 shield drain per click? Is that what it means? That's my question for the group. She decommed in 92, sat at NSY for a while. My cruiser was deactivated, decom for a few years later. Yeah, well, what cruiser was it, man? You know, the only cruisers that I rode the Bunker Hill, I rode the Mobile Bay, and I rode the Reeves, the USS Reeves. And the Reeves was pretty cool because the Midway bombed us. That's how old I am. And that all happened back there is that the Midway bombed us. They dropped a dummy bomb through our forward bosun's locker. Killed like 3 guys. There were like 3 guys that were out there. It was a nighttime thing. The lead pilot called off. The rookie pilot positively identified the dummy target out there, and then he dropped a bomb on the Reeves. A lot of funny shit happens out there. Any Navy guy's going to tell you that. So, all right, guys, if you can, I see it's only a couple of us. Let me see. No, Shar, don't go anywhere, brother. I'm going to be right back, man. We're running a test. This is fun. Games are supposed to be fun. This can be fun for me. And 10, no, don't go anywhere, bro. I'm going to queue up a new song. I'm going to play it out. That gives me a chance to fill my glass, calm down just a little bit. I'm not uncalm, but it'll let me settle down for just a minute, get my voice, get rid of the nasalness. So if you guys could please stand by for just a few minutes, about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I will be right back. And if you like the songs, download my app, Sigia Storage. If I have no love for the government, I'm a 26-year Navy veteran, and I absolutely respect my oath. But I have no trust or faith in the United States government. I'll respect my oath. I just think that they have too many of their fingers in our business, and I built an app to try to keep them out. All it is private. Your data should be private, man. It's a fundamental human right. Fourth Amendment says what it says. So we simply built an app to make sure that your private data stays private. That's all it is. Doesn't cost you nothing. Sigia Storage. It's on the app stores. Take a look if you like, and then if you want the songs, I'll share the songs with you. This does some shit that you wouldn't believe. I'm happy to show it to you. We're not here for that, though. So if you could, guys, please. You like the frame? You like that? Look, I'm crouching. I don't crouch. I sit up properly because I know what I'm doing. If you could, please stick around here on Carrier Command, Star Trek Online. Wonderful game. And we're going to be right back in 3 minutes, 30 seconds. Please stick around.
See me coming to town with my banjo. Straight down, wow, wow, crying. See me rolling in hot with my strings all frayed. Wah pedal screaming like a fox in the shade. Holding on to the devil with a chicken wing smile. All my garbage dreams hang on your trigger for a while. Trash by sky, plastic bag parade. I'm dancing on the landfill with a good times fade. Nah, 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 nah. Wah, bang, you're gonna blow your mind. Nah, 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 nah. Loser with a pedal, feeling so fine. Nah, 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 nah. Turn it up, turn it dirty, let it whine. Microwave apocalypse, squirrels in the wire. My ex go collect from a parallel tie. Got a rocket made of ramen and expired. And desire banjos talking backwards, set the world on fire. Devil in the details, angel in the grease. Everything's melting like butter on release. Nah, 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 nah. Wah, band, you're gonna blow your mind. Nah, 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 nah. Loser with a pedal, feeling so fine. Nah, 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 nah. Turn it up, turn it dirty, let it whine. Yeah, let that pedal cry. strings on the strings. Everything's backwards, upside down and sideways. Wah, wah. Talk to me. Sold my soul for a taco truck redemption song. Government's a raccoon stealing my bones. Floating through the static and aluminum dreams. Wah wah banjo saving me from the mainstream. Na 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 na. Wow wow banjo gonna blow your mind. Na 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 na. Losing with the pedal, one of a kind. Na 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 na. Turn it up forever, let the whole world whine. Blow your mind. Yeah, chicken wings smile.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kids, welcome back to Star Trek Online Carrier Command, and thank you. We got Oathblade, by the way, guys. The guy's incredibly knowledgeable, man. If you actually have real questions about this game, he's your guy. All right, look, man, I am all about getting as many birds in the air as I can and trying to augment them. That's all. My whole purpose of playing this thing is just to try to augment my pets as much as I can. But Oathblade, great comments, man. Long, drawn out, very. He doesn't just say you suck. He tells you why you suck, and I appreciate that personally. So if you have something like that, man, kick it over to Oathblade, man. He's got it. He helps me out an awful lot. But I encouraged him to get the friendship carrier. It's a good carrier, bro. All right, as far as carriers go, and I got them all. Anything that's non-Romulan, and Romulans only have 4 carriers. It sucks. You can't beat the Romulan drone ship for raw DPS. You just can't. That thing will absolutely, those drones will flatten everything. And I'm talking 130, 40, 150,000 DPS. In simply running the wanted patrol on Elite, man. We're not talking about big, like running IFE or anything like that, man. We're talking about individual targets. And these things flatten everything, man. I've spiked up to 400,000 DPS on that. I know I can do better on Ark Royal fighting Borg. I know that, or big groups of people. I get that. But that's not what I'm trying to do here, man. I'm trying to figure it out as quickly as I can and as easily as I can. You know, but I don't want to go to STO. I don't want to go to the Reddits. I don't want to do any of that stuff, man. I want to figure it out, because games are fun, but I like to figure them out as I go. But Oathblade dropping in and Oathblade dropping in, little tips and stuff like that, man. Look, that's me being friendly, reaching out, asking for advice, but not posting it publicly for everybody. All right, this is our channel, man. If you're a carrier pilot, this is where you belong. All right, we're trying to figure this stuff out to go. And from him, the friendship trait is freaking OP, especially with the fighter buff console. Dude, it's stupid overpowered, man. All right, it is ridiculously overpowered, and it's what makes it work. Now, if I could find, and I'm asking this right now for anybody watching, particularly Oathblade, Nosharu, Tenno, if you could find me a better fighter than the blue Toduj fighter squadron, man, for anything non-Romulan, I'm all ears. I have tried everything, all of the frigates, all of the fighters, Elite, Blue, Advanced. I'm trying to look for something that is still bugged out that I can maybe get a little bit more damage out of than these blue fighter squadrons, but I can't. And I've tried, and I'm incredibly frustrated by this, because I want to fix this, but I don't know how. So if you guys know how, please put it in the comments, man. We'll run it right now. We'll do it together. That's what this channel is for, so that we can all get through there, kind of figure this stuff out. But I've tried everything, man. And the only thing that functions, non-Romulan drone ships, are these blue Tow-Dudge fighter squadrons. Or the fighter. I like massive amounts of ships. It just looks cool. You know, it just looks cool when you zoom in. So I run squadrons instead of individual fighters. DPS-wise, I haven't seen a bit of difference out of this. So, yeah, if anybody's got anything from that, please let me know. Oathblade from May 14th at 8 a.m. Pacific time to June 11th. If you have a linked Epic account, fighters depend on what traits and consoles you use to boost them. Yeah, no, and I get that, bro. I'm kind of cranked up. Okay, I know you don't like this because you said that the Domino doesn't belong on any kind of carrier build, but I think the Friendship is a special carrier. I think it's special, and considering that I'm building around that right there, building around beams overload, I got these down. Look, man, 15 seconds. Well, I mean, if it triggers right, they're down to 15 seconds. So I can effectively keep that up always. My bug ship frigates have fire at will 3, SAD overwrites it, and nerfs their damage. See, now I thought that too, man. I thought that too. Until I ran a simple test with Romulan drone ships using SAD and using fire at will 1. And I checked it, and then when I broke it out in this, I don't think I have another one, but when I broke it out right up here, which fighter did what. So even with the Romulan drone ships, I still saw them hitting fire at will 3 and fire at will 1. So even though I was dropping them on there, I was still getting it. So I understand that. I'm just giving you my experience and what my log is telling me. So that's all I can base it on, is what my log is telling me. And my log is telling me that it doesn't hurt him at all. It actually keeps that thing up effectively all the time. All the time. So, all right, Domino is good if you're a DEW carrier. I don't know what is that direct energy weapon carrier? Because I am a direct energy weapon carrier. I don't know if that's what that means or not. You guys got to help me out with the acronyms, man. I'm right. I'm old. I'm not as well. I was gonna say I'm as old as Tenno. I'm as old as Tenno at least, and I'm assuming Oathblade, you're an older cat. So yeah, that's it, man. This is the geriatric. This is gonna be the geriatric channel. But that means I don't think you guys will mind if I sauce up and drink a little bourbon while I'm having fun. This is how I unwind. Directed it. Okay, yeah. Well, I'm trying to turn this thing into hybrid, bro. And the thing that is screwing me up, I'll let you know that right now, man. The thing that is screwing me up more than anything else is that it doesn't seem to matter what I do. My energy weapon damage does not change. And it seems like it should, considering this particular build. Every single one of these, all of these, you see the bottom 34.5% beam weapon damage? They're all roughly around there. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these in here. I'm taking 7 console spots. So I should be 250 plus beam weapon damage. But I'm not. And these things are just not hitting. So, yeah, and yeah, no, I get that, 10. I get that. The ROM drones have their own fire at will 3 and beam overload 3. That's why you don't use SAD with the drones as a fire at will 1. I get that, man, and I heard that, and I tested it myself. And what I saw, I am 54, so we are the old farts, which is awesome. No, Sharo, I'm 54, dude. All right, my birthday's in July. Thank you. I love not being the only old guy here, man. I appreciate it. And I know Tenno, he and I chewed the same Navy ground. So I know he's an older cat as well. That's awesome, man. Let's see. Yeah, so I should be, these even just regular beam weapons, dude, should be killing it. Absolutely killing it. But they're not. All right, it's not even close. It's not even close. Let me give you an example and tell me where I'm wrong here. All right, this corrosive beam, plasma beam array. I don't know why I got it on there. It doesn't matter. My base DPS with this is 1,049 DPS. 1,049 DPS. Now, with beam overload 3 on, that means 4 times the beam damage increased to 4 times the default. That means the base damage of this should be 4,000 DPS. Correct? Or which part of this am I missing? Because it suggests to me that 4 times my default. So the beam weapon damage of that should be 4,000 DPS every single time that I hit it. That beam weapon damage should be doing 4,000 DPS anytime I'm I'm on beam overload. Now, the weapon that we're talking about is right here, corrosive plasma beam array. So if I scroll down here and find my corrosive okay, maybe I need to shut up then. Okay, because it seems like it's nailing it. I'm sorry. Oh my God, what an asshole I am. Look at this.
Would you like something to read?
Do you have anything light?
Oh. How about this leaflet, famous Jewish sports legend?
Thank you for anybody who's ever seen the movie Airplane. All right. So let me shut up here. Let me just shut up because, yes, clearly when I'm on beam overload 3, I'm at 4,700, which is approximately where I should be anytime I hit beam overload 3. So let me see what else is screwed up here. I have a couple, let's see that one, experimental Romulan plasma beam array. Let me take a look at that if I can find it on here. Shouldn't it be on here? I mean, Romulan plasma, is that it? The Romulan plasma array? That can't be right. Everything else up here is very, very corrosive plasma beam array. But that's not under beam overload. So that's when it's not under beam overload. You were asking me about that, bro. Oathblade, you were asking me about this specifically. What are you using? I'm using OSCR, clearly. And I like the data that it gives me. I like the feedback that it gives me. So, yeah, that one's, I think it's pretty good. So let me see where we were talking about. Corrosive plasma beam array should be about there. Corrosive plasma, because I have 2 of the corrosive plasma beam array. I don't have 2 of those. I only got 1 of those. Corrosive plasma beam array. My other ones, experimental Romulan, advanced physioplasma. No, I'm sorry. I have 2 of those. All right, corrosive plasma beam arrays. So, all right, that I'm wrong. I need to shut up because if I got 2 of those, then there's a good reason that that thing is up there at 4,700. And it should be around 2,400. But it shouldn't be 2,400 because the individual damage of that is 1,049 DPS, which means when I hit beam overload, I should be seeing 4,000 DPS out of that. I run, yeah, no, that's not correct. You run low power so you fire fewer shots. The beam might not be firing. No, it ain't, man. That's incorrect. I'm not exactly low power here, man. I'm at on my weapon power, I'm at 116 of 70. So I'm not exactly sitting at low power, man. I mean, I got that thing cranked up as high as I can. It is almost where my aux power is sitting. And I could easily slide an isomag in there and get it up to 125. I can easily get all that. DPS is not damaged. Sure, then explain it, man. Somebody explain it so that I stop losing my shit on this. I've ran this different ways where I pulled all of these and replaced them with nothing but isomags. Nothing but isomags. So my power was maxed always the entire time, and my beam weapon damage did not change. It didn't change. So here's what we changed on this, dude. Just so you know, I went and bought a cruiser so that I could get this. So I could get Hellbore Light. This one single RE 100% to hit on both the regular and I have no idea. I don't know, man. I did correct myself. No need to keep correcting me. Was that me correct? Dude, I ain't trying to correct anybody. I'm sorry, man. Let me say, oh, wait, low power. Oh, yeah. No, dude, I don't read all the comments up and down, man. Take it personal, bro. DPS is an average speculative damage amount you might do. Damage is a range it can do if it hits. So elaborate on that just a little bit, man. Help me out. All right, because I'm going nuts here. And no, dude, I'm not trying to insult you. I didn't see the comment, man. I got a producer that usually keeps track of all of this stuff for me. I don't think she's clearly not on tonight, or she would have corrected it. I'm not good at reading comments. I read one and then I kind of lose my shit, man. So appreciate it. Sorry. There you go. I'm sure I have something on here. I got a lot of sound effect. Here you go. Yay! Yay! I fucked up. Sorry. Yeah, and no, explain that, because that's average speculative damage you might do damages the range it can do if it hits. Plus, direct ending what starts dying off after what I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's literally a skill for the long range energy. Why don't I have that? Why don't I have this? Total damage increase from skill 25, 42, and 50. Why don't I have advanced energy weapon training? Why did I leave that off? Total damage increase. Deal is determined by the weapon's base damage or level, the mark of quality in your weapons, current weapon subsystem power, and many other permanent and temporary damage increasing effects. Why don't I have that? You would think that I would have put that on there. Okay. All right. Well, that could explain a little bit of it, man. I was just trying to fill things up. If you hit, yeah, I know. I'm not going to retrate, man, because if I do it, it kills all of this. That's not exactly good live stream content, but it wipes everything here, and I have to start over. So that's not great live stream content, but this skill increases the base damage of the most. What did I take instead? I took projectile weapon training. You know why I took, you know what, Oathblade? I took this for you because you were busting my balls on that DEW, which I know what that means now, so I'm not trying to co-opt it. I'm just saying I know what that means now. You said that they don't use beam weapon damage. They use torpedoes. And I'm still trying to figure this out as I go, and I tend to defer to authority, and he seems so damn sure. I believe you. I absolutely believe you. But what I'm trying to do here is figure out if the hybrid is possible with something like the Friendship. If the hybrid is possible. But it seems like with me leaving out advanced energy weapon training, that might be a problem. That might be an issue. You have a lot of stuff I skip, like whole heals. Shit, I don't know. Ball busting in this economy. Yeah, man. Hey, I'm ball bust all the time, man. Why not? Cheers. New name, brother. Have I seen you before? Ponder Man. Appreciate you stopping by, dude. I'm babbling, by the way, guys, because I'm waiting for this. I have my control group already. So, okay, we're ready to go. All right, now here is what we changed. Let's all take a look here. So the last time I ran this with this very carrier, 183,000 DPS. That's what we got. You can see where the pets are. All right, 98 and 45. They're getting most of it. They're doing most of the damage. I'm a two-hanger carrier. I'm set up for this. This is my job. So, but here is what we're looking at. The only thing we really care about. How about that? We're going to use this as our base. Advanced Pisioplasma Beam Array. Now, that is this guy up. That is this guy. Where the hell is it? This guy right here. This is what we're using as a reference. I want to make sure that this is a fair test. This is what we're using as our reference. And this is what it parsed. Advanced Pisio on the last run. Now, the only thing that we changed from that run to the run that we're about to do is that trait right there. We changed out and put in Hellbore Light. That's the only thing that we changed from the last run to this run, is that we put in Hellbore Light to strip the shields. To get those. Hi, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. I am. I have. And yeah, Oath, I did get that one. Come from Ox, not weapon power. I get that. I'm trying to do something different. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it doesn't cost anybody anything but me, hundreds of dollars as I buy traits and try to figure this silly shit out. All right. So the only thing that we changed was that run so that we can get Hellbore Light. All right, that's the only thing that we changed. So, if I'm correct with us stripping shields so much faster, because that is what Hellbore Light does. I don't know if it's taken, it says max 10,000 drain per hit. Now, I don't know if that means per time that I turn on beam overload, or if that means every time a phaser hits it. I don't know. But we will be able to see their shields hopefully disappear, and then we're all going to know. We will all know. So let's find out, and let's just launch it. Let's just launch it and do it, man. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. Ponder Man, I am having a good day, man. I got some work done on my truck, and yes, I'm not a truck driver. It's service shit. I had a good day. Yeah, and I appreciate it, man. All right. Here you go, guys. Shields are cranked. Pets are out. Make sure they get the wing commander. Secondary is launched so that it gives them the 50% bonus damage. Ticking away. And I want to see shields just disappearing. I have Hellbore up. So shields should just be... Oh, my God. Did you see that? Wow. Yeah, they ain't kidding, man. Look at them. Look at them disappear. Look at their shields just vanish. Holy shit. Oh, my God. I hope we crack the code here. All right. Let's do it. Oh, wow.
Looks like our fight got them to notice us.
All right. Here we go. Combat logs running, guys.
Might come out of hiding.
Let's hit them.
Target's shields have failed.
Wow. Yeah, that's... I'm running an i9 13th generation. This is not a brand new computer or a low quality computer. This is just, there's a lot of shit going on there. Oh, man, that's going to blow up the log, man. I'm sorry, guys. I can't control that.
We will not go quiet.
Oh, that was just very, very unfortunate. Clicking Yukons. Getting them down, getting them down, getting them down. Come on, vanish, guys. I'm getting bored here. Now, these have pretty good shields. So that's... Oh, wow. Oh, my God. It rips the ass out of them. Did you see that?
Surrender to the Benton Guard.
Wow.
Sensors are picking up small habitations in some
All right, where's this been my whole life?
possibly consistent with
Why don't people post more about stuff like this?
Target's shields have failed. Right shield failing.
I'm just vanishing. Oh, my God, that's awesome. Look at the shields. Gone. You got nothing, dude. I'm not even firing that fast yet.
we do what we want, where we want.
I know. That's what your mom says.
Target's shields have
Oh, I got Domino in there, dude. I didn't mean to have Domino. I got that new console that I thought was cooler.
Picked up a tight beam transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
I have no haste. Oh, my God. These are slow.
target's shields have failed.
Doink. These poor fuckers. Look at them. Oh, my God. It'll be about run 70, 180 on the parse.
Core shields failing.
Oh, my God. He exploded. Wow.
That's got them.
All right. I'm thinking I might have cracked the code here.
Party, take the suspect into
It ain't gonna explode. It ain't gonna explode, man. But I got a hunch that Hellbore did one hell of a good job. Let me see. Thank you for putting out these testing videos. I'm interesting to see how their spaghetti code interacts with all the pets. And yeah, that's really where I'm just waiting, guys.
your assistance.
And that's usually, I mean, realistically, that's where it comes down to, right? With its many nerfs, I'm curious how Hellbore will do. Casual Sab said it's still incredibly powerful. Casual Sab. Based on what I just saw, fuck. That's way up there in must-have. Now, again, man, look, I'm not going to crack it. That is not the right one to, go absolute batshit with. 200. That's my highest lofty ever. 237. 813. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's see what the pets did now. 144. Now, do you know why they hit 144? They hit 144 because they weren't firing at shields, because these things right there ripped the absolute ass out of them. Oh, my goodness. All right, so what individual weapon was I looking at that I said was going to be a big deal? So, check this out, man. So all the beam overload damage went down on everything, including that guy right there. Including that guy. He got cut by about 1,000 DPS. All right, now this is what we ponder, right? This is why we do this. So we lost almost 1,000 DPS per weapon. That's about 8,000 DPS that we lost across the board. I said across. You know, I'm actually a doctor. You got to call me Dr. Scott. I don't tell people that usually because it makes them think of Rocky Horror Picture Show. And as much as I want to lean into that because I'm a huge geek and I love the Rocky Horror Picture Show, I don't really want to be that guy. I don't want to be the guy in the wheelchair wearing stockings. But yeah, I actually my doctorate in English. And if you want to piss away your money, get your doctorate in English. All right. You know what you get for that? You can teach high school. Yay. All right. So all of our damage went down across the board on everything. But our fighters just absolutely exploded there. 144K. Now they had to be, because they're not firing at shields, because that Hellbore stripped those shields so goddamn fast that cannons, you guys know, hit really good against hulls. So now it makes me wonder, what will the Romulan drone ships do against this? So my personal damage went way, way down. Between my pets, just the pets, 194,000. Just between my fighter squadrons in the repurposed cargo bay. That's what you get. That's that repurposed cargo bay trait. So that means, let's round up to 200K. So that means everything else I have up here did 37K. So now it really makes you think. Hey, I am the guy in the wheelchair and stockings. You know what? God bless you, sir. God bless you. That is awesome that you're cool with that, man. Hey, I absolutely respect that. All right, let me look through the comments. Oathblade, don't lose your shit. I'm going to read them in order here, man. Let me see. There was hilarious bringing back the era of carriers with 8 guns. That's what I think. Dude. Look, man, we need to be represented. All right. If we're well represented, then STO devs will give us more carriers. Isn't that what we want? More carriers. There was a hilarious joke that after the nerf, it would be called Hellbore Light. Was it? Because I didn't get to see it pre-nerf. So from what I'm seeing right here is this thing is ludicrous speed. Absolutely ludicrous speed. And what I'm really curious about is what will it do if I run that same map on one of my big Romulan heavy hitters with Romulan drone ships, because I got a hunch it's going to just absolutely explode. Oathblade, I call my main carrier a battle carrier after the Iowa conversion. I'll give you one for that one, man. All right. I'm from Iowa. I'm literally sitting in Des Moines, Iowa right now. So anything having to do with the Iowa, we take it very, very personally here. Take the Montana Desires, put nuke reactors in her, and pull the Shinano conversion on her. Montana, you're talking about... No, you're not talking about the... You're not talking about the big Montana, are you? We're talking about the 4 turrets, all that other stuff. If you are, go ahead and pipe up there. They blew up faster. Toast. You didn't lose damage. No, I actually gained damage. I gained a substantial amount of damage. Sure. That's the interesting thing. That is about 40,000 DPS, 40K DPS higher for this one single friendship carrier. I'm actually about 40K higher, but my individual beams lost damage. But overall, I increased by about 20%, effectively 20% from that right there, from that trait right there, from that single Hellbore. That's the only thing that changed, man. I can't think of anything else. I cannot think of anything else that would have done it but that one single trait right there. That increased that damage about 20%. Now, here's the funny thing, and I'm going to drag it out, and it'll be my last thing because I have to go watch 20 minutes. Oh, my God, we ain't going to wait 20 minutes for that. It makes me wonder what I could do. You didn't lose. No, yeah. It makes me wonder what I could do. Let me save this. I don't want to lose this loadout, man. That is a hot run. And it's got to be Hellbore, man. It's got to be that Hellbore. So it makes me wonder what we could do with Romulan drone ships with that Hellbore, because they got torps, and you guys know that torps hit very, very well against unshielded targets. You know, I mean, that's it. That's why we have them. So it makes me wonder what would happen with this ship. Oh, and you were late to the show, Oathblade. That one. That was it. I bought it just on a lark because I wanted that. I wanted that trait right there. So that's why I bought the ship. I paid $30 for it. No problem. I don't need that. I could do better than that console. All right. So it really makes me wonder what would happen with this, with the big dog, with Romulan drone ships, swap it in that trait for whatever other shit I got in there right now. I've tried all kinds of stuff with trait synergy, guys, and it doesn't work. Swapping out Hivebearer for Hellbore Light. And what would change? By the way, that was a funny joke, and now it's funnier now that I get it. That they call it, that the name of it is actually Hellbore Light, and they're just going to call it LITE. So another round of applause for that. So makes me wonder, really makes me wonder what will change on this. Let me see. What do I got to change up here? I have that on there just for giggles. I need something. I don't need that. I think, how do I have this thing equipped? I have this thing because of Oathblade. He said that carriers can't do beam weapons. So I put nothing but torps on here. This is on there, you know, just for one thing, right? That's for the Lorca's Ambition full 3-point. Why is it let me upgrade it? I just want more details. For the full 3-piece set. It throws out a torp anytime anything's below 50%. It throws out a torp. Now, I think that might be a bigger deal for anybody who's not flying a 2-hanger carrier, because for us, once they shields are down, our pets just eat them. I mean, they just absolutely eat their lunch, so it's not really a thing for us. But I love free weapons that I don't have to change out. My power is absolutely rock bottomed out on this one. You can see it. There's nothing there. My shield, sure. And I have a real power problem with this ship. So for all the cool things this thing does, I have a real power problem with it. Torp damage, beam damage. Okay, that does nothing. Let me find something else. There's got to be something better. Sure, power transfer rate is better. Anything is better than that. Beam weapon damage. What else do I got up here? Please. Weapon power. Sure. I don't need any of that. I need torp weapon damage. Beam weapon, beam weapon, beam weapon. Why do I have so many of these? Buff +5 power set, weapon power setting. +5 weapon power setting. Okay, I was obviously going through something here. EPS. Sure. Anything is better than what I got in there. So I have hanger power that are buffing that. Now, why do I have that console in there? I don't need that console, man. I need something else in there. What was that new one? I just got it from that ship. I forget what it's called. Hopefully it'll show up here somewhere. Clearly, you guys know I don't need that, right? That does nothing. Domino does nothing. Oathblade said I need to, there it is, expanding sphere generator. So great, I got another thing to put up here. What is that one? You know what? I don't care about that. I want that stuff in there. And what's the other console that I got that's pretty weak? I put this one in here specifically because somebody was asking me to max out how many pets you could put out. Now, I haven't gotten more than 4K out of any of these pets. So what matters is if I put another console in here, will it get me more than 4K damage on the parse? Will it get me more than 4K? That's the only thing that matters, right? I mean, that's it. That's the only thing that matters is if I pull this out, can I get more than 4K? So Oathblade, you're a very knowledgeable guy on this. Tell me what universal or tactical console I should slide in here to make up for the 4 or 5K that I'm going to lose from this. Now, I'm dragging my feet again, guys, because I'm waiting for this to cool down. I don't want to muddy anything up. So I'm waiting for this to cool down so I can run the same run with using, right there, using elite Romulan drone ships. I'm going to parse the whole thing. I will break it down. You guys will see it the same as I'll see it. And the difference is that we have that single trait right there called Hellbore Light. My guess is that shields make all the difference in elites. And the quicker you can get those damn things down, the quicker everything changes. Here is the problem. I'm seeing it right now, by the way. I'm seeing it right away. All right, look, he's going to lose his shit. Or, yeah, he's going to get very, very upset with me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Hellbore Light only triggers on energy weapons. You see that, right? So for that, I have to put in anything but these. This is going to screw me up, but I don't care. I need anything that's an energy weapon in here. I can't have torpedoes. So that's going to screw me up. Everything. Give me an Omni. And I'll keep that one in for shield. So the only way that's going to work is if I'm hitting them with energy weapons. My energy weapon is sitting at 53. So, but it should still strip the shields, right? Because this is what it says. When you taking direct energy weapon damage from any source, drain 2.5% of max shields, max 10% drain per hit. So as long as I am under beam overload, which I don't have in here, shit. All right, we got to change everything. God damn it. Where can I get a beam overload? Oh, no. Beam overload 2. And I can't have that because that's going to screw me up. Oh, damn it all. Skills. Where is that guy? Is there a scatter volley? I need a scatter volley. There isn't a scatter volley. Shet fire. Which means I have to change. I get. No, I can't. Oh, goddamn, guys. I think I'm screwed up here. My pets won't be maxed. Damn it. The only thing I can do is swap out science for tactical. I don't want tactical over here because I need photonic officer 2, but I need gravity well. Maybe not on this run. Maybe not on the... Tell you what, let me think about it for a minute. And what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to sit here and think about it for a minute. I'm going to cue you up another wonderful song. If anybody was kind enough to download my app, I certainly appreciate it. It's called Sigya Storage. It's on all the app stores, man. It's perfectly safe. And you want to know really what it does, how it works, all that other good stuff, please let me know. And I'll hook you up after this. But this is my way of saying I have to look into something. So if you could, please be patient. I will be right back here on Star Trek Online Carrier Command. We ain't going anywhere. I hope you don't, and we'll be right back.
Forces. Forces. In the margarine dimension. Forces. Yeah. flags unfurl. Lava lamp philosophers debating pizza crust theology. Velour tracksuit mermaids selling fake astrology. Cardboard cutout cowboys riding Roomba stampedes. Existential lint balls rolling through my knees. Na 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 na, mustard on the moon tonight. Na 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 na, na na na, dancing with a traffic light. Na 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 na, polka dot tornadoes spinning left and right. Hey now, whatever floats your kite. Alright. Piano key centipedes crawling up the wall, paper vines. Fluorescent walruses faxing ransom notes and lines. Bubbled astronauts floating in a cereal void. Talking traffic cones, avoiding the android. Why do the lampshades wear tiny sombreros? Microwaves humming opera in falsetto. Shh, the goldfish are unionizing. Don't tell the ceiling fan, it'll spin out of control. Quantum jelly beans teleporting to my pillowcase. Grandfather clock with ADHD losing the race. Disco inferno marshmallows roasting on a comet tail. Parallel universe pigeons reading my email. Na 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 na, ketchup forever in my coffee swirl. Na 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 na, queen of the eternal squirrel world. Na 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 na, bubble wrap forever crashing like a tidal twirl. Hey now, loser parade, flags forever unfurled. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Yeah, keep the forces weird. Margarine moon rising. Whatever.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and kittens, welcome back to Star Trek Online Carrier Command. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your home for all things carrier related. I say that as if I am the authority, and clearly I'm not the authority on this, man. My God, we got a problem. This has always been my go-to girl right here. The big temporal heavy dreadnought has always been my go-to girl, man, for testing everything because of these right there, and for the fact that I got 8 weapons, and for the fact that Romulan drone ships only go on 4 carriers. Three. They only go on like 3 carriers, so it's a problem. And these things hit way beyond their weight. I mean, they punch way past their weight. So I'll tell you what, how long do I need to cool this patrol down? Because I don't want to muddy it up. 5 minutes. I can babble for 5 minutes. One, Oathblade, you didn't give me a recommendation to get rid of this guy. I need something that will give me at least minimum of 5,000 DPS, as opposed to summoning the Lexington or the Saratoga or something like that. So, yeah, you guys got to kick that over to me. And by the way, 10, I rode the USS Midway. I was on the USS Midway during Desert Storm. I was on each one of these ships. I was installing a very, very specific type of assembly on all of these ships. I was direct support. You know what I did. You're a Navy guy. You get it. But I was bouncing ship to ship, and I kept getting cross-stacked from ship to ship to ship, and installing a very specific kind of thing on each one of them. But I rode the Midway, and when they decommissioned the Midway, this was back in 92, I think. I rode the Midway from Pearl Harbor over to, I'm sorry, from Yokosuka over to Pearl Harbor, and then I got on the Independence. And for everything that Star Trek Online has done, they've never put in the Independence, or unless the Indy is in here somewhere, I've never seen it. They never put the Independence in here, and I'm a little bit depressed about that. So if we're ever going to start a collective screaming, that would be a good place. Where's the damn carrier Independence? Every single carrier should be in this ship. At least the Federation carrier should be the Midway. It should be the Independence. It should be the Bush. It should be the modern carriers. Come on, man. Let's pretend that we're paying attention here. All right. This is what we need to do here as carrier pilots. We need to make sure that we have the right things in here. And that means we need the damn Midway and we need the Independence. I'd like to see it. They don't, obviously not going to be Romulan. They'll be fed. But if you build it, I will pay you money to fly a digital representation of the USS Midway. Like we need another Forest Fire class in here. That's funny, man. If you're a Navy guy, you get that. The USS Forrestal, we call it the Forest Fire. Yeah, that's some bitch. You know what you learned? That we don't arm the weapons until they're on the cat and they're firing straight into nothing. That's what we learned from the Forrestal. That's what we learned from the Forest Fire. You know what, dude? I'd fly the Wasp. I'd fly the Hornet. These things were doomed to a fiery demise before they ever set sail. You're talking about Washington naval treaties way back in the day that they built these ships, big carriers, but they didn't put armor on them because they couldn't take weight restrictions. So they said, yeah, no, it'll do everything that a carrier does except get hit. And if it gets hit, it's just going to explode. And it turns out that that's correct. That was absolutely correct. So, yeah, I'd like to see the Wasp. I'd like to see the Hornet. I'd like to see the Lexington. I'd like to see the Midway. But I got to ride those old shallow water carriers, and that was pretty cool. So, anyway, let me get back to this. Oathblade, I was on, oh, my God, the Stennis? No. Wow, dude. Federation isn't American, man. I get that. I understand they're not American, but the Enterprise is incredibly American. It's always been American. We've always had an Enterprise. So I'm going to say that my logic is incredibly sound right there. Is incredibly sound that, yeah, I get it's not American. And Oathblade, I don't know if you're American or if you're, anything else, but the Enterprise, Star Trek, the original founders of the feast here were incredibly American. So I'm going to kind of lean into that. And I would like to fly in Star Trek Online, the USS or the NCC Wasp. I'd be just cool with that. We should have had the Ranger, the Lexi, the Saratoga. You're absolutely right, sir. We should have had all of those things. You get a round of applause for that. All right. So I've had no recommendation on this one, Oathblade. You're my go-to guy on this, dude. You didn't recommend anything, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this out. I have beam weapon damage set up on this. It's going to do nothing. But the trait doesn't specify how hard you have to hit. It just says you have to hit, unless I'm misunderstanding the tooltip here, which says that you just got to hit it. So in that case, my weapon power is irrelevant. Absolutely irrelevant. Now, I didn't check that. 2.5 kilometer radius explosion dealing 13,280.7 plasma damage to foes near target. I didn't check that to see if my weapon power is cranked. If that number's going to, I'll tell you what, let's just check it right now. All right, we'll unlock aux, we'll unlock everything, and let's find out before anybody else wastes their time and see if that tooltip changes. 13,000-ish is where it was, and now it is 13,280. So weapon power is irrelevant. Doesn't matter on this. Lock it out, crank it up, lock it, crank it down, lock it. I'll get what I can into shields, and there we go. So the tooltip doesn't specify how hard you have to hit it. Only that you have to hit it, unless you guys are seeing this something different. And by the way, this particular skill, highly specialized. I can't think of a better application for that particular skill than on a temporal ship. I mean, that's it. On all specialist bridge officer abilities, that's temporal. Activating any one of them cools down all of them. I cannot think of a better application of that particular skill than this particular ship. So here we are. Now, let's place your bets. I'll tell you what, let's have some fun here, man. I'm not American anymore since I pointed out America isn't the world. No, man, I'm well aware that America isn't the world, dude. We are in our own little American bubble here. That's it. I'm just asking a question, bro. It seems like you're taking it pretty... seems like you're taking that kind of personal, man. I'm just pointing it out. Dude, look, when I'm done with everything, I'm going to Belize. All right? I'm going to be... They speak English. It's a tropical climate. And I'm out. I did my time. I did my time in the service. I did my time defending the republic, because we are a republic, not a democracy. I've done all of that. And when I'm done with everything, my money's safe, everything's cool, I'm going to Belize. I'm getting a tan. They speak English there, and that's it. There is a massive expat community up there. It doesn't mean I'm not American. It just means that I'm kind of sick of the bullshit. And if you've kind of paying attention, I got a hunch you are, I think you know what I mean by that. I'm just kind of tired of the bullshit. I just want to go to sleep. And that would be a good place to do it. I don't know. Or maybe I lost the viewer forever, man. Who knows? Let's see. From 10, don't mention using non-American names around a certain panda dev. He goes off anyone saying anything non-negative about KMS and UN ships and SDO. No, I have no idea, bro. I was just asking you the question. My name is Scott Potagill. I live in Des Moines, Iowa. I'm in the middle of the heartland. That's my full name. This is where I am. Now that you have my full name, you can do a full background check on me and see everything that I am and saying and all that other shit. I don't give a shit about internet anonymity. I got nothing to hide. This is who I am. This is what I do. So if you're curious, there it is. And knock yourself out. It's Podojil. Maybe I shouldn't drink so much on some of these streams. But there we are. You asked, and there it is. All right. So place your bets, place your bets. Let's have some fun. There's only a couple of us on here. What's going to be the DPS difference? So what we saw on this friendship carrier was 237,813 DPS. The only thing that changed was that one single trait. That's it. That's the only thing that changed. So what is this ship going to do with Romulan drone ships? I know we're running SAD, and we have a problem with our stations here because I don't even have beam overload put on here, but it's going to walk all over it. So realistically, I shouldn't even hit it, right? Beam overload is, I shouldn't even hit beam overload, because as soon as I hit it, it's going to cool down beam fire at will, and beam overload will not trigger SAD. I don't believe it will. No, I mean, I know it won't. It won't. It only goes off on fire at will or scatter volley. I mean, that's it. That's the only thing it goes off on. So I have no idea. So that means that beam overload is worthless, but this ship with that particular weapon power, beam overload is worthless anyway. So all we're going to be doing is cycling fire at will as much as we can. Now, I'll break out the parse afterwards. I'll break it out afterwards so that you can see that both beam overload 1 and beam overload 3 both fire. They both fire and they both rack damage. I thought it would be the same thing, that it would be overwriting it. I've ran these over and over multiple ways, and it is simply scored better running both of them. That's for Oathblade. That's what I've seen. Your mileage may vary. So let's run it out. Based on what I just saw, I can routinely hit 225 to 230,000 in wanted elite with this ship. I can routinely hit that. It's not even hard. All right. It is basically just keep clicking buttons. Scott, you're stupid. You don't know. It doesn't matter. Keep hitting them and you hit 230K. All right. This is what I've seen over and over and over. So based on what I saw, which was almost a 40,000 DPS difference running Hellbore, that I should see 270 it out of this. Now, that a lot of it's going to depend on traits, but if I could hit 250, I'm going to call it successful. Hellbore is going to go into my normal revolution here, and that's it. So I think I've built this up enough. Let's go ahead and run it and find out, yeah? I love answering questions. They're not your questions. They're my questions. I can't answer your guys' questions. Fuck, what the hell do I know? All right. I want to make sure these guys are all alone so that one of those groups gets Wing Commander because that's 200% bonus damage. All right. Both sets are out. We'll launch the heavy attack craft. Nothing else out here really matters. And if I can get close enough to one of them.
Warning. Ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Why? So I should see if Hellbore does its job. I should see these ships just basically vanishing. It doesn't really matter what I do, but they should be effectively just disappearing out here. Everything is set up right.
You have entered an area controlled. Looks like our fight got them to notice us. Let's go.
Combat log is going.
Might come out of hide.
Is under attack.
And we should see shit vanish here.
Shields have failed.
My weapon damage is completely irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Keep concentrating fire on individual ships. Separate them and whittle down their numbers. We will not go quietly.
Target's shields have failed.
I think this is a waste of time because these things are fucking vanishing. My goodness.
You will stand down and surrender to the Benton Guard.
I'm losing DPS right this second because I can't get close enough to them.
Habitations in some of the asteroids, possibly consistent with bolt holes, temporary hideouts.
Target's shields have failed.
Cool down the Yukons. Come on. We're looking for a big run here. This is going to screw me up. I just screwed up.
We do what we want.
I don't think I can get that Yukon cooldown in time.
Shields have failed.
And all of these are just simply going to vanish.
Transmission on a new frequency. We're jamming that spectrum of their comms now, but it was probably a call for assistance.
Wow. You know who doesn't need to be here right now? Me.
I'm taking you with me.
My little ship does not need to be here right now. Even though it's like one of the biggest ships in the game, I do not need to be here. I couldn't cool it down in time. But we didn't get to use this one yet. Come on, give it to me. There we go. Get some! Wow. Wow.
That's got them. Excellent work.
Up.
We'll send over a pacification party. Take the suspect
All right.
into custody.
All right. From what I'm seeing,
Your assistant.
my goodness, that is a little bit frightening. South side of McKinley, man. Go for you. I brought that up due to why I don't to the SDO Discord because that dev berated me until I left because I had a carrier named Shinano. You know what? That's why I don't go to Discords or any of that other stuff, man. And that's definitely why I stay away from that. You know what we need? We need a Star Trek Online Carrier Command Discord. That's what we need. If anybody wants to set it up, I will be your voice, your video, your everything. That's what we need to do so that we stay away from those devs and we don't need any kind of that profit or problem perfect lazy boat strategy. This is lazy boat. I'm a little bit curious right now. All right, so place your bets, place your bets. 753, 754, this is it. What is that number going to say? Because I'm saying that's 250 plus easy. 256 easy. And that is about the best I get. Look at that. 154K from Romulan drone ships and 65K from the Valkyrie squadrons. Honestly, the rest of mine doesn't matter. Anything else up here really is irrelevant. But here's the kicker, man, is the elite Romulan drone ships. We had 4 of them out there. 45, 44, 40, and 23, which tells me that 2 of these, at least 2 of these, got the benefit of Wing Commander. I mean, at least 2 of those got the benefit, because that is a big-ass number, man. 45K and 44K from nothing. But Hellbore is what changed that number from everything. These things vanished. Absolutely vanished, and I barely hit any buttons. Aside from cooling down the Yukons, I didn't do anything here, man. I did nothing. All I did was cool down the Universal Consoles, and even the Universal Consoles is only for that. Fleet Power Network, that's the only thing that matters, because it doubles up, more than doubles up my pet's firing speed, and my pets hit a ton. Oh. I wanted to show you this because I looked earlier, and I hope it's saying the same. For our big damage Romulan drone ship, this is the big dog. You notice that we got Fire at Will 3 at 15 and Fire at Will 1 at 85. And in fact, Beam Overload 3 at 64, but that's his own beam overload. This pet has its own beam overload. But you see that I got 15K out of Fire at Will 3 and 85 out of Fire at Will 1, and Fire at Will 1 was my Fire at Will 1. So the appropriate way to test this would be for me to take SAD out, right? To go through my traits and take SAD completely out of this particular build. But I'm saying I see the parse and that it reflects on both of these. Sure, there are different things I could put in here. Calm before the storm, black alert, catastrophic overload. I use jam sensors. Look, it's right there. I use jam targeting sensors. I would love to have extra damage from that, but I don't think I'm going to get it out of this. I don't think I'm going to get 7K out of that. And the 7K that I'm talking about is right here. Fire at Will 1, and I'm sorry, 8,500, 8.5K out of Beam at Will, or Fire at Will 1. That's what I'm seeing. So every time I think I got a handle on this, I think I have a pretty good idea of what's going on with this game, I get that. I take it apart and I get that. So the question is, will this number go up if I take SAD out? Will that number go up? And will it go up to 24K? Because if it does, you just, on this particular ship, you just freed me up a trait slot. And there's a lot you can do with a trait slot. That little one right there, that one single little trait right there, gave me about 40,000 DPS on this. Gave me about 40K DPS on this. That one single trait of Hellborn Light gave me 40K. So what could I replace Superior Area Denial with that will give me 40K? Because if it will, we're okay. Midnight. That's a cool name, by the way. Welcome, brother. I appreciate you stopping by me. So there we go. I did karaoke at Donald's a couple times. Man, you guys are something. I love this. I love going live, by the way. I love talking to you guys. And you know what the cool thing? I never even hit that. That's a 4-piece Iconian set. I never even hit it. 33% all damage. I just skipped it. I don't need that. Fuck it. You know what? There we go. Yeah. So I'll tell you what. I'll do a video tomorrow. I didn't do a video today, but I'll do a video tomorrow on this very ship, taking SAD out. All right, I will not be using superior area denial because I've had multiple people saying it doesn't work with Romulan drone ships. Now, my argument is that it does. It does. So we'll fire at will 3, go up to a minimum of 25K. Because if it does, then you guys are absolutely right. I'm absolutely wrong, and I'm more than happy to bend my knee to your expertise. I got no problem with that. None. Happy to do it, bro. Happy to do it. But I need to see it. I need to see it. So for tomorrow's video, it will get 14 views. Only the people that are on this stream or actually subscribed to the channel will actually see it. It will go nowhere. But we're getting into the very, very deep nitty gritty here. Trying to figure out which one is right and trying to maximize. I want to get that number right there, that 256K unwanted. I want to get that up to 300K. When I get that up to 300K, I know I'm going to be successful in any other elite. Something like IFE, something like Hive, something, one of those. I know that I will push that number up to 6, 7, 800,000 in a non-Arc Royale carrier. And I will call that incredibly successful. Incredibly successful. So that's what we're looking at, and that's what we're going to concentrate on tomorrow. So for tonight, let's see, Romulan drones fire phasers. Yeah, bro. I mean, there it is. I understand where you're going with that, but they don't. They fire disruptors, disruptor beam arrays. I thought I see where you were going with that. That would have been funny actually if they were firing Federation phasers, Romulan drone ships. That's hilarious. No, they're firing disruptors, man. So with that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Hope you had a good time tonight. Games are fun. They should be fun. Everything that we do here is to try to make it fun and entertaining and carry on. Oathblade, if I insulted you in any way tonight, brother, I apologize. This is just my style, man. If you can stick around, you got to get used to it. I'll certainly get used to yours. 10, midnight, everything, dude. Love that you guys joined me tonight. Anybody who didn't sound off. Nostaro, I saw you on there too, bro. Anybody who didn't sound off, or that I missed giving you a call out, I apologize, man. That's 100% completely on me, not you. I'll do better next time. I'll tell you what, keep getting people to show up. I'll get my producer on here, and she'll handle all of the comments. Can't thank you guys enough for joining me tonight. Hope you had a wonderful time. I'm going to be live. What is tonight? Tuesday? Is it today's Tuesday? I'll be live again Thursday. We'll call it 1800 Central. I'll be live. We'll continue to walk around this stuff. We'll continue to try to figure it out and make all of us better captains. My dream is to get 5 of us online at one time, running elite content with nothing but carriers and just watching the ludicrous amount of pet spam that will come out there. That'll be funny. Funny. I'll bring the big dog. I'll bring the Arc Royale. Whatever you guys want, that's what I'll bring. And we'll do it live. That's the way to do it. Anyway. Can't thank you enough for joining me. Questions or comments, leave them in the chat. Hit me up at scott@sigeacloud.io. That's SIGEA cloud.io. Happy to answer any and all of them. So until next time, please stay safe. Please stay out of Borg space, and we'll catch you guys. Cheers.